Whether you're married or single or poly or ace, or hanging out with swingers back at your place, listen to us as we give no fuck on Tinder and Bumble and plenty of yucks, trying and having no luck, because we all know dating kinda sucks. Sarah and Adam are two of a kind. He says stupid shit and she doesn't mind. They're not doing this show to make any buck. Life as a chicken whose feathers they pluck. Why does it work? Well, here is the crux. They both know dating kinda sucks. Dating kinda sucks.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Adam Heath Avitable.
This is Dating Kinda Sucks, a podcast about dating, sex, and relationships. This week, we'll be talking about whether or not we need Valentine's Day. Enjoy the show.
And I feel that was a weird we need, I think.
Whether or not we need Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it just sounded to me. It sounded weird to me. I don't know. Do you want to try
it again? Do it again. Whether or not we need I mean, I could read it boring, or I could put different emphasis in.
Well, I just like it was something about whether or not we need Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is the focus. But I guess it was just the way it just sounded. It sounded off. That's all. Just something about the rhythm sounded off.
Do it again. Fine. Whatever. Go.
It's you start.
Great. Hi, I'm Sarah.
I'm sorry.
I knew you couldn't do it. I knew you couldn't do it. I fucking knew.
I couldn't. Okay.
I knew you couldn't.
All right, I'm ready.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Adam Heath Avitable.
This is Dating Kinda Sucks, a podcast about dating, sex, and relationships. This week, we'll be talking about whether or not we need Valentine's Day. Enjoy the show.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, please click all the buttons and like and subscribe and turn on notifications. And thank you for watching. That was good. And so here we are with another episode of Dating Kinda Sucks, now brought to you by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. And that is
what?
Weyland-Yutani. That's a very nerdy reference, because Sarah is joining us wearing a full green jumpsuit.
You fucker.
Looks just like Ripley in Alien. So I assume that after we record this episode, she is going to go hunt for bugs in a giant creaky ship and fight aliens. So.
You notice that I never shit on him for the Superman costume he's basically wearing right now, or that he only ever wears black shirts. But the second I decide to be a little bit fashionable, it's Sarah, you look like a character from a TV show in the 70s.
In my opinion, that is that is something that's a compliment, because I enjoy that movie. I think that movie is fantastic. And the fact that I'm saying you look like Ripley's one of the badasses of moviedom. She's one of the top probably three badass heroes in movies. So I think it's a compliment, and just the fact that you happen to accidentally look like her, just like you managed to put together an outfit.
It's just a jumpsuit. What the fuck?
It has the zippers and pocket. It looks if you had patches on the shoulders, you would
Where
literally
are the
look
pockets?
just like her.
Where are the pockets? Please show me where the fuck the pockets are, please.
Well, I didn't examine a 3D model of your body. I just saw you standing up, and that was close enough, and it was an immediate thing. And then Master of None backed me up and said, yes, you did look like Ripley.
Yeah, I knew you were going to use him to be your supporting argument there.
So I'm calling it a compliment, and it is funny, yes, because out of the two of us, I'm wearing a more ridiculous outfit, because I'm wearing a Superman onesie because it's cold here, and these are my pajamas. So
cool. Thank you for getting us back after we haven't recorded since before I went to Mexico, and
before either of our actual birthdays.
Right, that's true too. Yeah,
and
now we're older and
yes,
more of a pain in each other's ass, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, this will be going out, in February. We're recording in January still, because we have to, try to prepare for it. I'm going away for the weekend. I'm going for my birthday, and you are to celebrate, and you're going away again soon as well.
Yeah, the travel never stops with me, I suppose.
Let's talk about you. Let's talk about your traveling. So you went to Mexico for your birthday to celebrate your 30th. So you're 30 now.
I am 30, yes.
So that, that does explain a little bit more of the crankiness about your outfit, maybe.
Oh my God. I always give you, there's two things. Okay, there's two things I don't like that Adam does. Whenever he shits on my outfits and makes a comment on my outfits, and then whenever he takes photos or edits photos I already posted on Instagram to be funny or whatever, without
Which are both related to your outfits. Like it's something about
always
me
outfit
teasing you
related.
about your fashion that really, really bugs you.
Yeah, because I don't think that's very feminist of you. You should just respect my decision on what I want to wear.
I do. I respect your cosplay, like, wholeheartedly.
Oh my God, you're such a dick. You're such a dick.
I only do it because I
honestly,
love
I
you.
could really say the same thing about you right now. Though,
I know.
But I make a statement because it's like I don't go into it. Like you lay into them very deep, and you've been doing it for the years of our friendship now. It just does not stop with you.
It is something I cannot help. I cannot help. It's just one of those things. It's the personal roasting. It's just the professional comedian. It's the being a roaster. It's what I have to do.
I could get roasted on other shit, but just not how I look in photos and not what I'm wearing.
Well, I never do about how you look in photos. Like, not like you looking bad. It's always just about what the outfit looks like. Because you dress sometimes in a very like interesting way that I draw attention to, and I think that
you just wear black shirts. So
yeah, exactly. Because I don't want to. Because I don't know anything about fashion, which is why you shouldn't take my words as anything other than ridiculous. Because what the fuck do I know?
It just bugs me. I don't know.
I know it does, and that entertains me. That's the thing, is the fact that it bugs you entertains me, so then it just fuels me to do it more. But I don't struggle to do it. It's only when it just naturally occurs to me. Like this morning on FaceTime, I was just like, immediately I was like, oh my God, you look like Ripley. Like that was it. And I had to go find a picture and show you, and because like it really it surprised me.
It's never saying you look hot, Sarah. Like, damn girl, or any not
I feel like that would be weird. I've said before your hair looks nice. I've told you that you look good
but you never gas me up. Where I gas you up of like, damn, your beard looks really great or whatever. But it's always like, you look like a character from a TV show. Did you know that? It's
my life is watching TV and movies, so that is a positive thing. I'm once again going to say that's a compliment. That's like, yeah.
I don't take that as a compliment, but okay.
You hadn't even seen Alien until what, like a couple months ago, right? I feel like it was the first time you'd ever seen it.
Last month, because Master of None was like, there's a podcast that talks about scary movies. Let's watch all the movies. And I hadn't seen any of them, so we watched Alien.
Yeah. Any other? Have you guys managed to watch any of the other ones?
No.
No. Okay.
No, not yet.
You've never seen Get Out, have you?
I've seen Get Out.
Oh, okay. That's one of the ones they were going to watch too. So I didn't know if you'd seen that one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That one's not really. It's intense, and it's like it puts you on edge. I
find that one scary, just like I didn't really find Alien scary.
Alien's not really scary. It creates tension, but it's never like I don't find it like scary. It's not a horror really, but they do create tension. And Get Out just feels uncomfortable. Like you're just like, what the fuck is happening? Like why? Like basically throughout half of the movie. So you're now old and 30.
Yes, and I went to Mexico to
celebrate.
And what else? I mean,
how was Mexico?
It's funny because it's just like I'm on to the next trip of planning my life. So it's like, cool, Mexico happened. On to the next thing, because my next place I'm going is Colombia in next Saturday. So I'm planning what that's going to be, and I don't have anything prepared yet. But Mexico was great. I went with Master of None, my sister, and her boyfriend, like I had mentioned the last time we chatted about this. I don't know. It was just nobody fought. That was the one thing everyone was asking. How did the four of you get along?
That's what I was.
Was there a big blowout fight or anything? And no, there wasn't a big blowout fight. We all had our there were 3 floors, so Master of None and I were on the top floor. The middle floor is more of like the common area with like the couch and the kitchen area, and then the bottom floor was theirs, and then the door was on the bottom floor.
That's interesting to have the bedrooms on the middle, like with the middle common area.
And our room ended up being a lot hotter just because heat rises and everything. So I was like, whatever. But
there's no air conditioning in Mexico, is there?
There's air conditioning. There's air conditioning, but it's not the same. And but then also because it was that 3-layered apartment style place we were staying, we didn't actually have a true door for any of the bedrooms. It was just like an open concept. So from our 3rd floor, we could see over the balcony into the 2nd floor, and then it was just one open space. So if I yelled to my sister on the 1st floor, she could hear me, which made wanting to have sex or anything very difficult. And I think I've just determined that we are just not sex on vacation people, because the The last time we went to Mexico, I had was it food yeah, I think no, it was heat exhaustion, and I was vomiting for an entire day, and we had sex one day out of the whole week, and I think the entire time we were there, I think we had sex one time too.
Right.
So I don't know. It was just
Well, it's because I think of the way you vacation. Because
it's a vacation, but also more of a traveling vacation where we're not like lounging at resorts. We went to Mexico City, so it's not like we were just sitting by the pool, tanning, getting massages, whatever. If it was more of one of those vacations, then yeah, I think we probably would have had a lot more sex.
That's how I vacation, is just I go somewhere to not do anything. That'll be it. Like
I can do that at home.
Yeah, but the fun is to go have a new location and do it, essentially. But yeah, to go and do all the touristy stuff and travel around and visit and see things and go to the parks and go on bike rides or whatever, do all that stuff that's exhausting. Like it's more work than actually working sometimes.
Yeah, and that ended up being the case too. Is do we have sex in the morning or at night, or when are we not tired, or when are we not having stomach issues, or when are they asleep or not here so we can have sex? And it just ended up being one of those like, we'll have sex when we get home. And then we ended up having sex when we got home and it was fine. But it was just one of those of, I guess this is just not our thing. Because when we went to Maine, we didn't have a problem having sex. We had our own closed bedroom.
Right.
It was more of a chill vacation. So we had sex a couple of times, but not in this type of vacation setting.
Is Master of None a good sport when it goes to like coming around to like going on all those different adventures every day and going to all the shops and all that stuff?
Actually, he's more than fine with kind of being go like me. There was a time where we were just chilling in the apartment and he was like, what are we doing? Why aren't we like going somewhere? So yeah, I think we have a similar travel style, and I think we both kind of feed off of like, damn, we're both tired, let's chill, or like, let's go out and do stuff. But obviously towards the end of a 7-day trip, you're like, okay, I'm down to just chill. I don't want to do anything too crazy.
That's good. I seem to remember you telling me a kind of an entertaining story about how you guys did initiate sex when you got back.
Oh, you would fucking bring that up. Yeah, okay. Just bait me for every single thing. What did I okay. Now I have to think about what I said because I honestly wasn't prepared to talk about this because I thought
it just occurred to me. I just remembered you telling me this.
But no, I think it was the day after we got back, and I just walked into his room. I said something like, "I want your dick in my mouth," and he looked at me. He's on his computer. Right. He goes, "Okay," and I'm like, "Yeah, put your dick in my mouth now." And I was like, "Get on the fucking bed," and I sucked his dick. And then we had sex.
Did he give you his cummies?
I knew you're gonna pull that up next and say the word cummies, because that was what was on the agenda, was the word cummies.
The word cummies is on our agenda. Our agenda is so weird sometimes. It really is.
It says cummies and alien. Thank you.
Just also so our listeners know that this outrage of Sarah's, she knew we were going to talk about Alien. Like she knew that was going to come up regardless.
And it still bothers me because it's bothered me all day when he brought it up. So I'm still running off that.
But yes, the cummies thing just made me laugh. That was just a random. We were chatting before getting ready to record, and apparently Master of None jokes like and says that. And
well, I don't share everything about our relationship on here because I don't remember everything either. Just like the dick in my mouth thing. Oh yeah, I forgot that I said that because we just say a lot of dumb shit to each other all the time now that I forget that we say it. And so Adam was FaceTiming me, and Master of None was like on top of me being goofy after work or whatever. And he got off at me, and then I checked my phone. I was like, oh, that would have been a funny FaceTime for Adam to see, because it was just us like fucking being stupid and like trying to kiss one another and whatever. And then as I was on the phone with Adam, I said something about like, can you give me your cummies, or you want to give me your cummies? And Adam's like, what the fuck did you just say to him? And it's just like this stupid joke that him and I always just,
oh my God.
I don't know. He'll be like, I want to give you my cummies. And I'll be like, okay. Like, it's just stupid. It's not like it turns me on or like we don't have sex after he says that or anything. I know, but it was just a joke.
The cummies thing is just, it because it just has this. Well, first of all, we went down a rabbit hole of researching it.
Well, I didn't know anything about it either. Right. I just thought it was something Master of None said as a joke that was funny, and I don't know. It was just him being stupid, and I don't mind it. It's fine.
Well, I had seen it originally just like on Reddit, which is just coming from 4chan, but it was also these. It's like these guys who who want they talk about tendies, like they want chicken tendies, and about their mommy bringing them tendies, and then a lot of times they'll be like, I just ate some tendies, now I'm gonna go have some cummies. Like they would be, that's where I saw it, was like
now I'm gonna have some
this
cummies.
nerdy speak, like this weird, just this weird genre of speak about tendies, about these kids pretending like they're not kids, these adults pretending like they. Yeah, it's a whole subsection of the
So is it a
internet.
baby fetish thing?
It's not a baby fetish thing. It's more of a just being like owning your role of being the kid living in the basement with your mom taking care of you all the time. Like mommy's gonna bring me tendies, and then she'll clean all my laundry with my socks, which are all stiff from my cummies, and things like that. And so, and then doing more research, we were talking about 4chan and everything, but we found out that it also comes from the first time it was ever seen was part of a DDLG fetish thing where someone was posting about that, and she used no cummies with the context of her relationship with her quote daddy. So that was
Well,
so,
maybe Master of None is my daddy, and I'm just gonna give him my cummies. I don't know. I
can't believe you just said that.
As I finished that sentence, I was like, "This is a sacred, stupid thing that Master of None and I say as a joke."
Well, every week when I do the I find the clip that we're going to use for
No,
marketing of the
don't do
episode,
that.
I'm always looking for.
No, because that'll get flagged by TikTok immediately.
Oh yeah, that'll
so
get
you
flagged by
can't fucking
everybody.
use
Yeah,
it.
TikTok advertisers, everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? We can't do that." Yeah, I know, but I wish. I just want a sound clip of you just saying that. Maybe Master Nun's my daddy, and he gives me his cummies. I would love to have a soundboard where I could just press buttons and it would just be
absolutely
things.
not. I said that without even thinking, just like, oh, it's just Adam and I, no big deal. I'm like, wait, what the fuck did I just say?
Oh god, that is lovely. Well, well,
Let's
on
take
that
a
note,
break.
Let's take a quick break
from that.
We'll be right back.
Well, let's circle back on your birthday and other interesting things you've said on the internet lately instead of things I've said or done.
Yes, we can absolutely do that. I am headed to Burlington for my birthday. My birthday was yesterday, the 26th. We're recording this on the 27th, and I'm going to Burlington on the 28th. There's nothing to do. And people kept messaging me on my birthday. So, what'd you do for your birthday? I was like, fucking nothing. Like, I live somewhere where quite literally it is a 25-minute drive to go to a gas station. Like, I live somewhere in the middle of nowhere, so there's nothing to go do, and I'm
By
not going to.
choice. By choice.
Oh yes, no,
By
I enjoy
choice.
it. I enjoy it. But like, I'm not going to go celebrate my birthday. Like, there's just, where am I going to go do that? There's not like, I'm not going to go hang out at a Chuck E. Cheese. But not that there is one anywhere.
Well, thank God. Too fucking old for that, dude.
I did that for my 27th birthday, by the way.
What?
Yeah, my ex-wife actually did that as a surprise. I lived in Los Angeles, and she was really, I hate surprise birthday parties. As I've mentioned before, I hate surprises. But she's like, I have a surprise for you. So you have to wear a blindfold, and she's like, I'm driving, which right there was terrifying in itself because she was not the best driver. And
blindfold too,
well, she wasn't blindfolded, I was. So
no, I'm saying you being blindfolded and her driving
makes it even weirder because I can't see. Yeah, and so she wouldn't tell me where we were going, and I'm trying to feel like I'm like, oh, we're going down this road, and I kind of knew about the general part of town we were in. I was like, we drove for like 25 minutes, and I was like, where the fuck are we? We pull up, and it's a Chuck E. Cheese, and she's like, I just thought this would be hilarious to have your 27th birthday at a Chuck E. Cheese in Los Angeles. So we go in, and my friends come in, and they're all Angelinos. They're all people who love the Los Angeles lifestyle. They're all they are embarrassed as hell to be there because they've never
not
stepped.
trendy.
They're all
cool.
childless. None of them have children. None of them. They're most of them are about 5 to 7 years younger than I was, and they like to go to the coolest clubs and like go like, oh, this new restaurant's opening up. They will go on the opening night, like that type of thing. So here they are, and I love the fact that they joined, that they were willing to come, because that shows a good friendship there. And we sat at the table, and they had the little thing that said Adam Heath is turning 27, with like the little thing at the end of the table.
Oh my God.
And I
they let you book that? There's not an age limit
apparently there's
on
no
that?
age limit, and not at this one at least. Maybe they needed the money. And so we sat there, and my friends drank the terrible Chuck E. Cheese beer. And what I didn't drink, so I didn't have, we ate pizza and, bad pizza. And then the people who were small enough went through the ball pit and climbed through all the shit.
No, you did not.
Oh yeah, I didn't. The people who were small enough, there's no way I was getting, they have like that, like warren of like tubes you can climb through. I was like,
Right.
yeah, I'm not fitting my fat ass in there.
Also,
And
my knees. Fuck that. My knees.
yeah. But they had a good. We played skee ball, and then we left and went back to our house and had like there was like wine and stuff, and like actual everything else for hanging out. But yeah, so I've been to Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. Not this year. This year, 45, I'm going to Burlington. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just got a hotel there. Figured it'd be civilization. I can have some social interaction with people. I switched my Tinder early to go there, so I've matched with a couple people. So I'm going to see if I can find somebody who wants to just come out and grab a drink, just so like I have somebody to talk to. If not, I'm fine with just doing it myself. And my goal is to just enjoy myself and not really put any pressure on what I want to do. My I feel like what's going to happen is I'm going to get there Friday, tomorrow, go have some drinks at a bar,
and not leave.
and then Saturday wake up and be like, I don't want to go back out. Like that was enough socialization
it's
for
too
me.
cold too, also.
Well, not to walk around, but like to go into a bar. Like I can drive to a bar and go to a bar. Or I can walk to a bar. There's bars nearby. I know that. So, like not. It wouldn't be too bad. It'll be probably negative 4 degrees or something like that.
God, hell no.
But I don't mind. I don't mind like that. But I think I'll just be socialized out. But we'll see. There's a lot of. I might try to take some photos and stuff like that, or I might just stay in a hotel room and just enjoy being able to order Uber Eats and like fast food because I haven't had any of that in forever.
You did do that though when you were in Little Rock. You were like, "Oh, I ordered Uber Eats," and then you left it downstairs or some stupid shit.
Oh, that's that night that I think I got drugged.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah,
you're right.
as you're calling me a stupid shit. Yeah.
Fuck, my bad.
Yeah, that was the night that I think I got drugged because I had like 5 or 6 drinks over the course of the entire evening, and then like woke up sitting on the bench outside the hotel, and then went inside and left my phone on the bench, and there was like a homeless guy who said, "You forgot your phone," and then ordered McDonald's, and then completely forgot until the next morning when I was sitting outside my hotel door.
See, I just remembered the McDonald's sitting outside your door, and I was like, "Oh, you're so good at Uber Eats."
Well, yeah, but that was something weird. I don't know what happened there, but. I don't know if somebody slipped something in my drink or what, but hopefully that won't happen this time. But
it's another small town, so yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so that's my birthday. It was fun. 45, no big deal. Whatever. I went and I did a ridiculous photo shoot on the woods in the middle of the snow, with a red party hat and a balloon, and basically was just taking some photos. And I realized that if like I'm lucky that nobody lives nearby, because I can just imagine like some kid like being like, "Mom, there's a creepy man with a party hat and a balloon and a red beard and a red beard in the woods, and monster feet, because I'm wearing those like monster slippers, monster feet, like, and she's gonna take him out to a child psychiatrist because like he's seeing things." And here it would be real. So it's good.
That's normal out in the middle of nowhere where you are, anyways.
It might be. So what else has been going on? I wanted to briefly touch on something. I got a really interesting Instagram message from a listener who has recently found the podcast, and she has started listening from the beginning. So she started listening from the beginning and telling, and she's like, now I'm on season 2, and now I'm at the time when Sarah just started dating Sergeant Slaughter, and you just had a whole episode about gaslighting, and like she started to realize she's dating a gaslighter, and like she's enjoying the drama, and like she's not going to get to this episode for a while now. Like it's going to be at least like 6 months before she gets to this episode that we're doing right now.
Fast she binges it.
I guess it's true, but that's a lot of binging. But it made me realize, and then I've realized how many other people have said that they've done this. How many people actually listen all the way through, almost like it's because our podcast is half like serial drama and then half dating advice. Like the first half is us talking about our lives, and you get to hear like everything that happens. So it's almost like a little bit of like a soap opera, throughout the every week. Mm-hmm. And it's just interesting to me that I think it's probably rare for, as far as like dating podcasts, for people to go back and listen from the beginning and have it be interesting enough. But I really find it intriguing, and so it's just something that I thought I would mention, because I think it's an interesting concept that is maybe more unique to our style of podcasting.
Yeah, my favorite part is the men who were shitty, who thought that they were a one and done episode, and once that episode aired in 2018, 2019, it would never see the light of day ever again. But then people are actually starting to listen to the podcast and they're listening to it in 2022 going like, oh, fuck that guy. And that was 4 years ago or something crazy.
That is true. Yeah. These guys are like, well, at least there's only an episode, who's going to listen to it again, not realizing that there's going to be new listeners all the time who start from the beginning and are going to be getting just as angry as those shitty guys you went out with, just as angry at them as we were all angry way back when it actually happened.
It never dies. The story never dies.
It is unfortunate sometimes that people will be like, oh, well, in this episode where this happened, and I have no recollection whatsoever of what they're talking about.
You didn't even know what you talked about last week. You know what I mean?
Once I get it out here, it's out of my brain. Once I'm putting it on the record, and then I don't have to think about it anymore. It's gone from my brain. All my little brain cummies.
You know what? Bitch, shut the fuck up. That was a funny thing that Master of None and I would joke about, and now I had to fucking say it in front of you, and now you're gonna mock me all the time.
I'm not gonna mock you all the time, just occasionally.
Just like you do with my outfits and everything else.
Just occasionally.
Next post on Instagram is Sarah and her cummies.
Sarah.
I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. He's gonna surprise post. You never know.
No, I would never do that. Ever in the history of our friendship have I ever done that.
Oh, says the person. Wait. Says the person who made an image for, what was it? Our dominatrix episode or whatever it was.
It was our fetish episode.
It was our fetish episode, and you photoshopped my head as as the dominatrix, and then
I put my head on like the sub, basically.
On the sub,
so
yeah. My hair was really long, and that's when I was. Not that I'm not serious about having a job, but like that's when I was very like, corporate America's not gonna like this, guys. You gotta delete this. This could never see the light of day. And then a year later, I'm like, fuck it, I don't fucking care. Let them fire me. Fuck it.
Well, I was just trying to say, like, it's obviously your head pasted onto a thing and my head pasted, because I also made sure our heads were oversized for the bodies. Like, it was all designed to not look real, but to be goofy, But you were very upset about that. That was back in the early days.
That was maybe the first time I was like very, very pissed at you for doing something like that without like contacting me before.
Well, we never posted it. I think I was getting it ready, and I was like, "Oh, here's the image we're going to use for the episode." And you were like, "Absolutely not." But look where we are now. And actually, that is funny. So that does tie back into this Instagram message I got before we go to break. But before we do that, this Instagram message I got, where this listener who I was asked to remain anonymous had asked if she said she had heard me talk about how I had helped some of my sex worker friends market their their OnlyFans and things, and she was saying that she was considering maybe selling pictures of her feet and wasn't sure how to do it and wanted to know if I had any advice. And I was like, you're a few seasons behind, but give it to like season 3, season 4, and you'll discover that Sarah does that too. And she has a whole podcast called Millennial Toes that she's not doing right now, but there's a lot of information on there that can get you started and give you the some of the information you might need. And she was like, wow, things must really change, because that does not sound like the Sarah of season 2.
That's actually pretty fucking true though. Yeah, a lot of shit changed.
I was like, yeah, well, look at that. We have character development. It really is just like its own little television show, basically. As characters develop and grow over time.
Your mid-20s to now your 30s.
That's
shit
true.
Happens. A lot of shit happens.
Oh, yeah. And I also told her, I was like, well, she'd been doing that before we even met. I said, so the foot thing was not something that was like,
I just wasn't public about it.
Yeah, you weren't talking about it.
I was just very quiet about having, actually, to a degree, I was quiet about having sex with someone who had a foot fetish and selling pictures and stuff. But I was more worried about my career and my persona on social media, that I didn't want anything bad to come out like that. And then I started this podcast and said, well, it's all downhill from here. So
it's all downhill from here. Let's go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we will start to talk about whether or not we really need Valentine's Day.
Every year we have a Valentine's Day episode, or I try not to have a Valentine's Day episode, and I'm like, fuck it, let's do a Valentine's Day episode. And then Adam tells a story about his past life being married to Amy, and something funny, that either happened to him or that he gave as a gift to Amy for Valentine's Day. And since all of our listeners have listened from the beginning until now, they've heard these stories every single fucking year. So Adam, please tell them again.
Oh, listen to the sarcasm here. Oh, you just
they're such great stories.
Well, they are great stories, I'm gonna say.
They're good. I'm just like, do people get tired of hearing them? Because I hear all your stories all the time, and I'm like, I don't know how many people have heard this over and over again.
Well, I feel like it's one of those things they forget and then they hear and they enjoy, especially because the one of the stories is one that I've built into a bit on set, so on stage, so it's something that actually works generally. Repetitively, it's a funny story, but
30-second bit for both stories. Go.
30-second. I don't think I can do it.
Give me a summary.
30-second summary. See, that ruins the whole humor of the entire story.
I know. Go ahead. Just tell your story. Well, I'm just shitting on you because you're shitting on me in the first half.
Yes, I know.
Adam has great Valentine's Day stories for all of his great memories being married.
Does
that sound good? Right?
There we go. How beautiful. Well, we won't talk about the one. Everyone's heard the Valentine's Day flower story. That's not really even relevant to our episode, I think. But the one that I would say is just that our first Valentine's Day together, we had just moved into an apartment, and I was really excited because Amy bought gifts early, like almost a month early, and wrapped them and put them on top of the entertainment center. And I was like, these are your Valentine's Day gifts. And it was just a big box and then a bunch of small boxes all wrapped. And we didn't have a DVD player, and I was extremely excited about getting a DVD player. And I kept saying, I can't believe you bought us a DVD player for Valentine's Day. She said, it's not a DVD player. Don't get your hopes up. And I'm like, what the fuck else could it be? And finally on Valentine's Day, excited, I opened them up, and it's a fucking vacuum cleaner. And she individually wrapped all the vacuum cleaner bags because in her mind, it's not the gift that matters. It's the fun of opening things that matters. And I had to.
That's like the worst Valentine's Day gift ever, though. For real.
It really was. And if it was a man buying a woman a vacuum cleaner, first of all, that would be a cause for justifiable murder, I think, the other way around. If a man, but a husband bought his wife, oh, here's a vacuum cleaner for Valentine's Day so you can clean the house. I feel like unless it's a gift that they both agreed.
She really wanted it, Yeah,
well,
and it was
that's the thing is, Amy really wanted it and we needed it for the house. And I said, well, then we should have just fucking bought it. I would have much rather had no gift at all than have the anticipation of something that I fucking wanted and really wanted, and then still get the vacuum cleaner. Because then what I did was that day I went out and ordered a fucking DVD player from Amazon. Basically I was like, why? I'm getting one now. That I could have had a DVD player this last month, but I was holding off because and her family was very, they grew up actually very poor. So the gifts were always about opening and things like that. And so I understand, but yes, no, it's not exciting to open up 4 packages of vacuum cleaner bags all individually wrapped, especially once you open the first one and you realize what the rest of them are.
At what point did you realize the rest of them were going to be like that after the first one?
Yes. And it was so bad, and it was so frustrating, and so I have had a little bit of a sour spot about Valentine's Day maybe since. I've always enjoyed Valentine's Day in the sense that I like to get things for people when I'm in a relationship, but not just on Valentine's Day, anytime. That's the whole goal. So maybe the idea of this topic is Valentine's Day a really necessary thing for us as people anymore?
I say yes, because men need a constant reminder. I don't know. I think.
What have your Valentine's Day been in the past? What not with Master of None.
Overall,
let's say not non-pandemic. But yeah, let's hear about some of them.
Shitty. Before Master of None, went on a first date with the doctor. Jokes on fucking me for doing that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You know what? I don't remember that. I know listeners probably remember it better than I do. That was what happened.
Everyone's don't go on a first date on Valentine's Day. And I said, I'm Sarah, a badass bitch. I can go on a first date if I want to. And it was so awkward. And he ended up making gin or something.
He brought his own gin to the place, right?
Yeah, he made something for me, which then after the fact I was like, I probably shouldn't drink this because what if he fucking drugged me? But whatever, fine. It was a nice thought for Valentine's Day, but he was very low effort. I have a night shift in an hour, so let's finish up on this pizza and call it a Valentine's Day date. It was very blah. It was the last first date I had before the pandemic really started.
Right. So yes, he brought his own homemade gin. You think you're right, it was gin. And that was which is just weird to itself. And then Valentine's Day date is weird too. So okay.
I went on another date in Nashville on Valentine's Day with this guy. I feel like his name was like Houston or something. I don't fucking know, but he rubbed me very much so the wrong way. And it was like our second or third date, and we went to this cool bar, and I was like, wow, I'm spending my Valentine's Day with this guy. Fuck me. And I was like, I should never do this again. And then 2 years later, I went on the date with the doctor. I don't know. I don't know what I did the Valentine's Day before that. I was probably like, fuck it, I'm hanging out with friends. And then I had an ex forget Valentine's Day. And then I think those were like the traumatizing ones.
Have you had a good Valentine's Day?
I mean, so last year, Master of None and I went to his friend's house. Like, she has an Airbnb. So, because he wanted to do something special since we, of course, hadn't traveled anywhere. And my birthday got fucked up because we got in a big fight on my birthday. So, we had the Airbnb. He bought tulips because I like tulips and some chocolate and stuff. And we were going to spend the whole Valentine's Day weekend at the Airbnb. But there was a fucking snowstorm that hit Nashville, and we didn't know if the electricity to the Airbnb and the heat was going to withstand the storm and the ice and everything.
Right.
So we were there for a solid night. I think we had sex in the Airbnb, and then we're like, well, I guess we'll just go back to Sarah's place and spend Valentine's Day weekend there. So it was nice, but it was also it could have been better before the ice storm. But then we ended up having fun after it snowed and like went sledding and shit. But yeah.
Okay. How about like, did you enjoy Valentine's Day as a teen, like when you were in high school and stuff like that?
I feel like it was really traumatizing because no one ever fucking liked me.
Oh,
like dead ass though. I always wanted someone to like buy me a carnation or do something super sweet, just anybody. And I was like, well, never fucking mind. And it was whatever.
Did your high school do that thing where like people like they would have the deliveries all throughout the week or whatever?
And it was depressing as fuck. I was like, damn it, like, can someone just buy all the ugly kids some fucking carnations, please? Like, I need one. Fuck. But it's all the poppy preppy bitches that are getting all that shit. I'm like, fuck you, Brittany. Damn it.
Fuck you, Brittany. I feel like there's a real Brittany there. Actually, I feel
no, her name's Kelsey, but never mind.
Oh, Kelsey.
But never mind that.
Yeah, there was too much anger for that to be a fake person. Like,
no. I tried to make it fake at the last second. I was like, fuck it. What does it matter, Kelsey? But
fuck you, Brelsny.
But yeah, she always had like 10 to 15 carnations from all of her guy friends and stuff, and guys that liked her would send her carnations. I'm like, it must be nice to be fucking pretty. Awesome.
Aww.
You know, I was still awkward. I'm still awkward, but you know, I was a lot more awkward back in the day. And yeah, I just felt like that was the one day to be like, wow, I'm fucking ugly. I don't know. I like the pinks and the reds though. I like the decorations and my parents schemes. Yeah, my parents always did a really nice job, more my mom than my dad, of decorating the house with Valentine's Day things. And my parents would buy us gifts on Valentine's Day like it was an extra Christmas. So I get Christmas, my birthday, and then Valentine's Day. So I would get something like a nice gift on Valentine's Day, probably, you know, $50 to $100 gift of something, whether it's nice shoes or nice pants or something. So I always liked Valentine's Day because of that, because I knew I was getting a gift. But now as an adult, well, not so much.
Did you ever have Valentine's Day dances?
Yes, and I don't think I went to any of them.
No.
No.
I remember in high school the buying the flowers thing and all that, and I think I would save up and I would usually buy most of the girls in my class one, so that everybody got one.
See, look at you being nice.
But yeah, no, I would always do it anonymously if I could. But I had a small class, so it wasn't like a lot of money. But
didn't have any money to do that, or I would have wanted to at least buy my friends stuff. But I didn't have. It was like, I don't know, $1 per carnation. But when you don't have a job and you really don't have much of an allowance, it's like, well, where am I getting this money?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, I worked from when I was like 12 on, so basically I always had at least a little bit of cash. But yeah, Valentine's Day is it's interesting. I think that you know, generally speaking, it's like you just went through your history. And it's one of those holidays that I feel like, you know, it's completely commercial. And I went on a date where there was we were we matched on Tinder or Bumble, and we were chatting, and it was happened to be Valentine's Day. And she's like, "Hey, I'm actually going to a party at a friend's house. I don't really know a lot of them. It's a friend of a friend." She goes, "Do you just want to come?" And so that way, like, I have somebody else to talk to. I was like, you know what? I would normally say no to that because one, I don't like parties, especially where I'm not the one hosting it, and two, with all the strangers, and it's Valentine's Day. But I went. And actually, we had a good time. Got to meet a lot of new people. We sat around. We're just like playing, like everyone. No one was like couples. It was just a bunch of people just hanging out, playing beer pong and having drinks and stuff like that. And then I remember she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. Why don't you come? Like, want to come back and hang out, watch a movie or something?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's do that." And so she's like, "Here, just go ahead and follow me." And then I get in my car to follow her, and I get a text from her that says, I really hate to do this, but I'm having some serious like stomach issues right now, and I think I need to cancel, and I really feel bad about this." And I was like, "That's fine, don't worry about it." So I went home, and we're still friends now. But I remember we talked about it like a year later, and she goes, "Yeah, something I ate like all of a sudden kicked in when I was in my car." And she goes, "I almost shit my pants like on like driving, like it was that bad." And I was like, "I am definitely not gonna have somebody come over right now because I don't know what's gonna be happening." And so that was one Valentine's Day. And I think usually I would just end up going out to like
Dancers.
Yeah, go out
Strip
there,
club. Yeah.
hang out, and have some drinks. But I think society has made Valentine's Day in this huge thing, and I think we need to start assessing maybe we should just get rid of it or combine it with something else. Because what do you think about this? I mean, the whole stigma of, oh, well, you're not if you're not single, like I think that really is exacerbated on Valentine's Day, like you just said yourself, like even in high school you felt that.
Well, I think it's worse when you're in grade school because you see the pressures of everybody else getting something
Yeah.
or people liking each other or trying to be romantic and shoot their shot on Valentine's Day because they're, young and don't know any better. Where now as an adult, it's like, why would you shoot your shot on Valentine's Day? Fuck that. But I think now being older, I actually like Valentine's Day for a couple of reasons. Like I said, I like the pink and red aesthetic of just cute shit like that. I like being able to use it as an excuse to buy stuff to treat myself. If I was still single, to buy shit for myself of going, well, I don't have anyone. I would be dropping $100 on a gift or something for Valentine's Day. So since I don't have to do that, let me just buy something for myself and add fucking tax to that. And that's what I'm getting myself for Valentine's Day. And then now that I'm in
tax to that,
whatever you would get your yeah, exactly. Whatever you would get your significant other,
right?
Take that dollar amount and add tax, and that's what you should get yourself. That dollar amount is what you should use to buy yourself something for Valentine's Day. That's the rule. Didn't you know?
What do you normally buy for, like, if for boyfriends? So you don't have to, obviously you don't have to tell us what you're buying, Master of None. Not that he'll listen to this, but
this pussy, obviously.
So what's the price? What's the price with tax on that?
The price of that.
Let's see. How much does it cost to rent a Camry for an hour?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Damn, I should have seen that I was walking into that one. But no, it's more like we'll go out to a Valentine's Day dinner or something, and I'll buy the drinks and like a dessert or something with that. It's not necessarily, unless they specifically want something, I'll get a card, which Master None doesn't give a fuck about cards, but
right.
I'll end up getting a card and then some kind of experience wise of, if it was a massage or something like that, I would pitch in and buy something like that. But because I haven't been with someone on Valentine's Day like that outside of the pandemic, that Master of None doesn't care, then I'm like, well, I guess I don't buy you anything, or I pay for dinner. Like I don't mind doing that and like taking him out to a nice dinner or something.
Of course, this is going to be this will be your second Valentine's Day with Master of None, but you're not even going to be in the same country.
I know. Yeah, I'm going to be in Colombia. So he's like, cool, don't have to take I was shitting on him and he was like, I didn't say that.
Wait, oh, not literally.
Huh?
Not literally.
I wasn't literally shitting.
Okay. Sorry. You never know. I just
oh my God. Okay. I was giving him shit because I was on the phone with you saying like, yeah, because I'm not going to be in Nashville during Valentine's Day, Master Villain's like, haha, I don't have to get Sarah anything. And he like piped in the other room. He's like, I didn't fucking say that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. It'll be interesting actually in Colombia if they do anything on Valentine's Day, because I have found that it's largely an American and now kind of UK a little bit holiday. That I remember when I was in Iceland on my birthday, that I was doing comedy, and I went and I had a couple sets, but I went to an open mic then before I did my shows, and I did the joke that I do about Valentine's Day, about the roses and all that and the flowers that in the name the card, I would say. And you can listen to earlier episodes to hear this. I wouldn't want to bore anybody
Oh
with the
my
actual joke.
God. If you want to tell it, just tell it, Adam. Don't be like this. Don't be like this.
Well, just so every Valentine's Day, I would send Amy roses. I would send her 2 dozen roses, and I would always do something fun with the card. I wouldn't put my name on it or hers because she knew who they were from, and I would just instead do a little play on words on how Valentine's Day has the same initials as venereal disease. So, like, I hope your Valentine's Day brings you more love and happiness and less swelling and itching. Or this year we'll call them his and herpes, and things like that. So whatever I could come up with, I would come up with, just something funny. And she thought it was hilarious, and she'd get them at her work. I always sent them to her work, and their work always thought it was hilarious. I always want to see what I could come up with every year. And the year that I topped it, that I had to stop, was the one that I sent was Happy VD, you're gonna really love these. And I was just so excited for her to get them because I was so proud of that play on words. And the flowers come, and she calls me, and I was like, "What do you think of the flowers, Amy?" And she's like, "I love them, but I don't understand the card." And I was like, "Why don't you understand the card? It's hilarious. Happy VD, you're gonna really love these." And she said, "That's not what the card said. It said, 'My dearest Amber, oh, how much I love you. I cannot wait to see you again. Love, Eric.'" And so I had to call the flower place. I know. And I had to call the flower place, and I'm telling the customer service woman. She said, "Well, sir, it sounds like there's just a little mix up. No worries. We'll send you out 2 dozen roses for free." And I said, "Please, don't worry about that. We love the flowers. There's no point. But can you please just take them? Let's just take a minute and think about that poor bastard, Eric. Because, I mean, that guy is getting, his girlfriend's getting flowers, girlfriend Amber getting flowers, and it just says, Happy VD, you're gonna really love these. And so he's going to go home on Valentine's Day thinking he's going to get laid. He's going to find his shit in the front yard on fire, for that poor, poor guy. And the customer service woman just literally was just like, I don't even know what to do. Like, she put me on hold because she was laughing so hard. And I was like, I don't even know what to do for Eric. And I was like, what should I send him? I was like, send him a U-Haul, because that guy's not going to be living there anymore.
You probably made her entire day just knowing how busy things are for customer
I'm
service
sure.
people on Valentine's Day. So this time last year, I was working at a spa.
Oh, right.
And the beauty of working at a spa on Valentine's Day is that everybody thinks they can book a reservation on Valentine's Day for a couple's massage. And I'm
Right.
like, so I get to be the bad guy on the phone being, no, we don't have that. No, we don't have any availability. And like, what the fuck do you mean you don't have any availability? I'm like, it's fucking 9:00 on Valentine's Day and you want a 4:00 massage appointment? You fucked up. You can book any other day, but it's always so busy working in customer service on whether you're, in a massage place or food industry or a floral arrangement place. It's insane.
Yeah, well, so yeah, hopefully she enjoyed it, because I wasn't mad. I was just telling her, letting her know that someone else might call the complaint later on, whoever that poor Eric is, to say that they switched the cards and ruined his life. So I think she was laughing so hard she was crying, and it was fantastic. But so I did that joke in Iceland, and the audience was really kind of confused about it. And afterwards, one of my friends comedian friends who is American but lives in Iceland, comes up and is like, "Yeah, they don't celebrate Valentine's Day here. So like they don't really know anything about the holiday." And so I had to learn, when I went on stage for the actual show, to spend like a minute giving context. So Valentine's Day is a holiday, blah, blah, like they're basically telling them what it is. Because a lot of them see movies and American movies and stuff about it, but they don't really understand it. So I explained it and then told the joke, and the joke did much better as a result of it. So it was just, it's interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what Colombia has in store as far as Valentine's Day, if they celebrate it or not.
Probably not, but it's fine. As long as I get a call or a message of "I love you, I miss you," whatever, I'll be fine.
Okay, we're gonna hopefully that happens. You're in the same.
It fucking better happen.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna talk to him on a daily basis, anyways. It's not like you won't be talking to him regularly. I'm sure.
Probably. The second I said, "Oh, I'm going to Colombia for a month," he's like, "Cool, I'm gonna book a trip with my friends." I was like, "Okay, don't waste any time." Okay.
I love that. I think that's I think that's absolutely fantastic. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about why I think you don't need Valentine's Day.
By the way, I didn't even get to really talk about why you do need Valentine's Day. You just told your stories, and we kind of just chatted about our past.
That's
shit.
true. All right, well, let's hear it. Let's hear your argument for why you think we should keep Valentine's Day.
I think we should keep Valentine's Day if you're in a relationship, because it's nice to kind of have those early on dating butterflies of getting back to your roots of like, oh, we're going on a fun little date and, just being cute like we used to be and being romantic again. It gives you a chance to just ignite that spark once again, as you should be doing on the regular anyways, but it gives you like an extra push of like, oh, how romantic.
See, I think that I don't want to get completely into my rant, so I'm just going to just say briefly that I think that it sets expectations.
You're not wrong, but okay, that's true. If you're like me and have had your expectations crushed continuously over the whole course of your life, then you don't expect shit. And when you do have a partner and you can do something for Valentine's Day, and it's literally just like to fucking McDonald's and to grab a carnation from some guy on the side of the street, you're like, that was so nice and cute. Like when we used to date in high school or whatever, and that would be nice. But yeah, if you have it built up of we're gonna go to this fucking nice ass Ruth Chris steak dinner and then he's gonna wine and dine me here and get a hotel room and all this and drop $1,000, yeah, you're expecting to be disappointed.
Right, but I think that it's just I feel like it's maybe the holiday, that and New Year's Eve. I feel like are two holidays we should just get rid of completely, because both of them, for different slightly similar reasons in this, but then other reasons. But is that they couples both come to them with very different expectations in the beginning about what you do for those holidays, and you'll see sometimes that and those expectations are almost never met. Like even if your expectations have been crushed, like sometimes you still have hopes. Like you're still like, oh, I just hope that somebody goes above and beyond and surprises. And I think that it surprises me how many I'll see a lot of women say, oh, Valentine's Day is stupid. Like it's absolutely stupid. I don't agree with it. It's just such a dumb holiday. And their spouse or partner will be like, yeah, I agree. And then Valentine's Day comes and their spouse or partner doesn't do anything. And the woman's like, why didn't you do anything? And they'd be like, "We said it was stupid, and it's a dumb."
You might both think,
but we're
still
it's still a holiday. Like, yes, it's stupid, but it still exists, And so, like, it sets up this. It's like a kindling for an argument.
But I think it's nice to have a nice little holiday in the depressing ass winter in the United States and get a cute little gift. Where's your fucking sense of magic? There's Christmas and then there's like, oh, Valentine's Day with love and just feeling loved by maybe a significant other or just family and friends. It doesn't have to be that serious. Like I'll send a card to both my parents with like a cute little gift card or something. And I don't know. I like doing that. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's sweet and it reminds people you love them.
Where my sense of magic is?
I did. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I know.
You know how I feel about Christmas too. I think that it's another holiday not worth celebrating.
But like, why be so negative all the time? I'm typically negative a lot, but I don't know. I'm just being a little happier.
Well, here's my
Hold on.
Like, listen, I know I've talked a lot this episode. Okay, so it's been, and I've tried for the second half to not talk a lot, but let's get into why I think
VD.
About what?
Okay, VD, go ahead.
VD, yes. The issue that I have with Valentine's Day is that it sets up a set holiday for shitty men to try to make up for all of the shitty things they've done for their entire shitty lives. And so what happens is I think it actually means that bad relationships and toxic, unhealthy relationships last longer than they should because of a holiday like Valentine's Day. because a lot of women will be like, oh yeah, he might be abusive, or he might be really shitty, or he might just always forget things, or he's never, he won't even take the trash out, or he doesn't ever, won't help around the house at all, and blah blah blah. But at least there's Valentine's Day coming up, and he might get me a really shitty teddy bear that's overpriced from Walmart, and buy a box of chocolates, and then I'll forgive him for everything. And so then these men have like this, like, it's almost like a clemency period. It's like going to church and going to confession, and they're like, oh look, I'm absolved of my sins. I just murdered a prostitute right outside the church before I walked in the door, but now I'm absolved of my sins. Before, now I can be free to do whatever I want. I'm going to heaven. And I think that Valentine's Day does the same thing. It gives men these periods where they can just say, oh, I can be shitty all I want, because at least as long as I make it up to her with that one day, that one commercial holiday, she'll forgive me, and I don't have to improve as a human being. Much like children with, before they did the whole elf on the shelf, kids were like, oh, I'll be really bad as long as Santa doesn't find out. Now they set up this elf thing where like he watches them, make sure that they're not bad. But like, so I think it offers absolutely zero incentive for men to be better men. And as a result,
there shouldn't be a holiday to incentivize men to do that anyways, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think it just extends bad relationships. I think if there wasn't,
but you're only looking at bad relationships, though. If you're in a healthy relationship and you like feeling a little bit of spark and just like things were when you were first dating, why is Valentine's Day a bad fucking
because
thing?
If you're in a healthy relationship, that person is giving you little tokens of their love and appreciation
all the time. I agree. But it's also just a nice little reminder in the fucking depressing time of fucking winter is what I'm saying. It's nice to have pink and red out of the fucking depressing gray that is everywhere else in the US except for Florida.
You would think blood would be a pretty thing to have.
Pink and red together is cute, and some nice little who hates on candy, okay?
You can buy candy anytime. That's the thing.
Well, they have sales after though. I like Valentine's Day for the sale after though.
The afterward sales. Why don't they just have the after Valentine's Day candy sales and just skip the actual holiday?
There's sales on Valentine's Day and cute little outfits and things you can buy. I don't know. I like the magic of things. You're looking at it, and I don't disagree with you where shitty men use that to game their relationship and get on a good side of the woman that they're with or whatever. Obviously, that relationship is toxic and was doomed to fail regardless. But I'm looking at it of, even if you're single, it could be fun to just go out with your friends, get your nails painted all pink and red, or do something fun.
Well, there's a good point. That's another good point. When you're single, basically every Valentine's Day ad, everything is about, it's slowly starting to change. We're starting to see more companies are now like, hey, for single women out there, and everything. Usually nobody cares about single men, which is fine. But, it's about single women, which I don't disagree with. But there is that stigma of like, oh, you don't have somebody to buy you anything for Valentine's Day. So like, it's the one holiday where it's like, where I think it perpetuates the stigma that being single is somehow a bad thing. So maybe a different type of holiday that's just like a express your love holiday for whomever you want. It could be for a parent or a grandparent or a child.
Valentine's Day is.
No, Valentine's Day is for getting boned. Like Valentine's Day is like
if you want to get boned, get boned. If you want to send your grandma a fucking Valentine's Day card, send your grandma a Valentine's Day card and tell her you love her. It's not just focused on relationships. It's just what the ads focus on for sure, but that's
why it was created by Hallmark.
Sure, fine. But I'm saying, who says you can't take it and spin it to benefit you in a way that doesn't make you hate being single?
Well, you can.
Sorry, I'm being positive here.
You can. We can. But I think that a better thing would just be get rid of the holiday completely and just, get rid of that, help get rid of the stigma that being single is bad.
Gift when it's depressing in winter, Adam. I want to treat myself.
You get little tokens. You can treat yourself. You can be like, hey, it's February 10th. I'm going to treat myself. Like, you can do those things.
Yeah, but there's not a sale on chocolate. I want a sale on chocolate. I'm saying I just want a sale on. I just want to feel special, and I feel like even if
President's Day chocolates go on sale at some point, don't they?
The mattresses.
See if you want a sale on mattresses. It's perfect.
Always those presidential holidays, but no, I don't think I get what you're saying, and I think maybe I'm just happier now because I don't know. I'm just happier right now, and things are going great in my life, but. I don't know. It's not as bad of a holiday. It's just ignore it if you don't fucking like it. I think it's there to obviously make money, but it's also just a reason to treat yourself if you're single. And just show someone else love. You don't have to show a significant other love on Valentine's Day.
Once again, I would say that if you are in a healthy relationship, or if you're in a healthy single life, like if you're just happy and healthy as a single person, you can treat yourself or you can treat your person anytime you want. Like you can be like, hey, let's go out for dinner tonight. Hey, let me get you let's go out for a massage. Let's go do this. Like that's something you would want to do. So the only value of Valentine's Day as a designated holiday is for shitty men to be like, I have neglected you all year. I didn't even help you wrap Christmas presents. And you know what? I'm going to buy you a really cheap gift. Just, I'm going to get you a heart necklace that's ugly as hell and doesn't even match what you have from Zales. And hopefully, and so here you go. Now you can forgive me for the rest of the year. And then when you start thinking about divorce again next January, Valentine's Day will be back around again for me to show you that I don't really care about you.
Stupid.
But, huh?
That's on that person for being stupid enough to stay with them and being caught up in the, you got me a
cautious in saying that. But, I never want to blame the other person in a shitty relationship.
I'm not assuming it's abusive. I'm just saying they just might not be in a good relationship.
Shitty, that's true.
But it
is up to both people to make that choice. But
yes, but you're painting the picture of like all men suck. Not true.
No, I'm saying in these shitty, but the Valentine's Day is only like shitty men benefit from Valentine's Day. Healthy relationships don't benefit from it. It's just an extra day for them to share things.
But
Single people don't benefit from it. So it should just be stricken from the books.
I disagree with you on all of this shit, and it bothers me that you're so negative. I just think it's nice. Now, I do have to say, though, the last minute shoppers, those are the shitty men who forgot and didn't give a shit. You'll see those people at CVS and Walgreens at 8 p.m. before they close on February 13th, which they probably won't even go on February 13th this year because guess what? The Super Bowl is the day before Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to fucking forget altogether.
And
then their ass is grass.
Yeah, exactly. And then it'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll make it up to you. It's because these expectations once again. So maybe what we should do is just take President's Day and get rid of all the flags and just replace it with pink and red and have chocolates. And then
we have on something. Yeah.
Sales on more than, mattresses. That's romantic. You want a nice mattress for sex, so that's nice.
I'd much rather have a day off on Valentine's Day, to be honest. And I get that off on President's Day. So really, I might like President's Day more. I don't know. As long as I could take a day to just do whatever and feel special. It's all about feeling special. So whether you hate it or love it, do something special for yourself on Valentine's Day or another day or every fucking day. I don't know, Adam. You tell me. Because I'm apparently wrong.
No, this is just a discussion, and it's not like anybody's ever going to take our opinion seriously on this anyways. But if I had my way, we would get rid of Valentine's Day. It would just no longer be a holiday. It would just be one of those things that you take any day to show the person that you love that you can, that you love them. And there's already Grandparents' Day for sending, there's like days for pretty much everybody. So why not just make it into a day to stop absolving shitty men and toxic relationships of
corporate America for their shitty behavior. Behind that.
Nope. I know they love the toxic relationship.
No.
So
I'm just saying life is short and appreciate all of the magic in the year. Because here's the thing. If you don't appreciate, say you're single, you don't want to celebrate Valentine's Day, but you're like, hey, my Nana or grandma or whoever would really like some flowers. Buy them flowers, buy them chocolate, send them something because you never know how long people have. I always go back to death.
That anyways.
You should, but here's the thing. A lot of people don't because they get so busy in life. And then they're like, oh shit, I forgot to call them. Oh shit, I forgot to call them. And then guess what? Something tragic happens and it's too fucking late. So I think with certain holidays, it's a nice reminder to appreciate the people you have in your life, whether you think it's a stupid holiday or not.
I don't know. And I feel like if you need a reminder to appreciate the people in your life, then you don't actually appreciate them at all.
I can't really argue with that. Fair, but like, I don't know. For me, it's like, I know it's not like I don't appreciate my grandparents, but I'm more centric. I'm more focused on my life right now, working and being with Master of None and things that as you get older, you get farther removed from your
I
brothers
expect to
and sisters
hear
and
a
stuff.
list of everybody you said Valentine's Day things to
Fine.
this year. I
And
expect.
fuck you. You fucking will. You fucking will. And I'll send you all the photos of everything that I send to people. I'm just saying, I have just been more aware of, after sending everybody in my family a Christmas present this past year, I just felt so good doing it. I'm like, why am I just waiting for Christmas to tell people like I care about them and I want them to have something nice? Obviously, it's fucking.
You just made my point.
I'm saying, so I'm using Valentine's Day as that like cute little thing.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean,
I can't do it every single fucking month, but there's like a cute little, I don't know, $5 Starbucks gift card and a cute little card. Who says that's hurting anything?
That's not hurting anything. But I think the holiday itself, I think, does hurt people overall. I think it hurts single people, and I think it hurts people in bad relationships. I do, and I also think it hurts like single people who decide they want to go out and grab a bite to eat at any restaurant anywhere and anywhere near Valentine's Day weekend because the prices are all jacked up, or trying to just get a table is ridiculous.
I agree. I agree with that.
And that's just absolutely obnoxious.
Well, that's why you have parties with friends where you don't go to those bougie restaurants.
Yeah. Fucking Red Lobster's packed. I mean, it's not even the bougie ones.
Well, I think too, it's like if you want to go out to eat for Valentine's Day, don't do it on Valentine's Day weekend or the day of Valentine's Day. Do it on another day and call that you're celebrating around the holiday.
And then in that
I know
case,
that plays into your fucking point, but
if you're not going to do it on the day, then you might as well just not have the day.
But okay, but do you celebrate Christmas with your entire family on Christmas Day?
I don't celebrate Christmas, so no.
You're a terrible example of this. Of like, I celebrate Christmas with my family.
My family was insistent on that. They insisted that it was Christmas because because Amy was trying to celebrate with her family, so we were trying to, can we celebrate Christmas 2 days before with everybody? And my parents, no, absolutely no. We celebrate on Jesus' birthday. We celebrate. Like, it was very strict.
But I'm saying, if you have the same feeling of like, well, we're celebrating Christmas on December 20th and then we're also celebrating on the 25th, but it's the same Christmas spirit, then it's like celebrating the holiday over a prolonged period. So who says you can't fucking do that with Valentine's Day? I know you disagree, but I'm just saying.
You're just saying.
I'm just saying, because you disagree with everything when it comes to Valentine's Day now.
Well, I feel like you've just been making my point, so it is funny. But in the plus
slightly,
side,
yes. But yes. I'm just saying it's not a terrible holiday if you want to treat yourself.
I do think that the one nice thing about having Valentine's Day is that every year I can still tell my Valentine's Day stories. But if we got rid of Valentine's Day, then I wouldn't have the opportunity to tell those stories.
And that would be the only reason I'd want to get rid of Valentine's Day, because I'm so overhearing those fucking stories. That's the one reason I'd be like, nope, fucking cancel it. I can't hear this VD story anymore. You're gonna really love it. No, I'm done.
God. See, look at that. It sounds so funny. It's so funny every time. You're gonna really love it.
Oh God.
I am intrigued to hear what our audience thinks of this controversial topic.
It's not controversial. It's just Adam's just very negative. That's all.
I don't know. I think it is controversial. I think we're going to find that a lot of people would actually be willing to get rid of Valentine's Day.
So I'm in the minority.
I don't know. I think, it's my opinion, that I think that we would have a lot of listeners that would weigh in and say they would be okay with getting rid of Valentine's Day. So maybe what I might do is maybe I'll put up on Valentine's Day, I'll put up a poll in our Facebook group or something like that, or maybe when this episode comes out, just to see. So if you want to vote on that poll, you can join the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/DKS podcast.
Are you also going to put a poll on our Instagram too, or post something about?
I should, yeah. I should do that too. We'll do it on Instagram too. So we'll do a poll on Instagram and Facebook. And I think I can do I can do polls on TikTok now. That's a new thing that they allow too. Yeah, I posted a couple thirst traps on TikTok and I'll ask people to vote on which one was the better one.
Oh God. Well, you can follow us on Instagram at Dating Kinda Sucks. Adam's TikTok at Adam Heath or mine at simplysarahg_. If you want to email us any potential topics you'd like us to cover, or your written down opinions about how you feel about Valentine's Day, feel free to email us at datingkindasuckspodcast@gmail.com.
And finally, if you want to support us on Patreon for $5 a month, you help this podcast grow, and you get behind the scenes videos whenever I remember to actually put them up. And that is at patreon.com/something. What is it again? Patreon.com/DKS podcast.
It's right there on this.
I know. I had to scroll. I had to scroll up on my my agenda here because it was at the top of the page.
Oh boy!
And we will be back with another. Hopefully, I would like to also, if you haven't left us a review, by the way, a rating or review on iTunes would be fantastic. And we'd love to hear some feedback on our new conversations episodes. By now, 2 of them will have aired. Our conversations about one with Kate Kennedy and one with the founders of Foreplay. So we'd love to hear your thoughts on those episodes because it is something just a new format we're trying in between our real episodes. To
not like those are fake, but
no, they're not.
it's
No,
not
but
just
it's
the 2 of us.
Yeah, between our our normal episodes. These are like special guest episodes. So we'd love your feedback on that. And with that, we will have a new one coming up next week as well. But thank you for listening. Enjoy your Valentine's Day if you're going to celebrate, whatever.
All right. Thanks for being so positive.
Whether you're married or single or poly or ace, or hanging out with swingers back at your place, listen to us as we give no fuck on Tinder and Bumble and plenty of yuck, trying and having no luck, because we all know dating kinda sucks. Sarah and Adam are 2 of a kind. He says stupid shit and she doesn't mind. They're not doing this show to make any buck. Life as a chicken whose feathers they pluck. Why does it work? Well, here is the crux. They both know dating kinda sucks. Dating kinda sucks.